Welcome to Talking High Performance with Belle, and today's episode is all about building momentum that lasts. So if you've ever started the year strong but found yourself losing steam by March, then this episode is for you. And momentum isn't about short bursts of motivation. It's about creating those sustainable habits that carry you towards your goals all year long. So by the end of this episode, my hope is that you'll have some practical strategies to build lasting momentum into your life, and I'm hoping to give you a few real-life examples of showing you how small changes can lead to big results. The first part is around understanding momentum, and this starts with clarity. So knowing what you're working towards and why it matters is super important to get you to where you want to be. So if you think about a time when you were in the zone, when you were making progress, that didn't happen by chance. It happened because you were focused, because you were consistent, and because you were intentional. But here's the truth. Momentum isn't just about working hard. It's about working smart. So we need to focus on high value activities that align with our bigger picture goals. So if we take one of my most recent clients, and we'll call him Mark for today, he was a sales director who I worked with, and he was stuck in a cycle of endless meetings and reactive tasks, and he was never able to move his life forward and move his projects forward in the way that he wanted. So together we introduced 2 uninterrupted hours for him to focus each day on tasks that would move him forward. So this one change helped him to close 3 major deals in 6 weeks, deals that had been stuck in limbo for months because he was struggling to find the time to work on things that would move him forward. And quite often that's what we do. We work towards a list, but the list doesn't get us to where we want to go. It's a mundane list of things that we just need to tick off, but not big picture goals. And even for myself, every few months I tweak my diary. Does it feel good or does it feel too cluttered? Am I writing on days and at times that work best for me? Am I moving my projects forward in a way that feels good and will get me the best results? Are they even projects that I care about? And what could be better? What could be optimized? And these are such important questions to ask ourselves regularly, whether it's about our routines at home, whether it's about when we want to exercise, whether it's about when we want to catch up with people, move projects forward, work towards our personal goals. It's super important to regularly review progress. So that's the first one. The second part is to break down how can you build momentum into your life. So start with one key priority and ask yourself, what is the one thing I can do today that will move me closest to my bigger goal? So when we narrow our focus, we can create clarity and avoid that overwhelm. So in his book, Eat That Frog, Brian Tracy talks about this a lot. He talks about what can we eliminate, what can we delegate, what must we do, what should we do. So if you haven't had a read of that book, I really encourage you to do so. Another thing we really need to do is to build habits, not hype. So motivation's great, but habits are what sustain us. So this is quite often why we lose steam by March after we set those New Year's resolutions. So, in the moment it can feel exciting, but we need to then focus on those consistent actions, which is where most people fail. So block out time in your calendar for work that will move you forward and protect it, like you're protecting a meeting, for example, with your CEO. Then we need to celebrate our progress, not just our outcomes. So one of the biggest killers of momentum is feeling like you're not moving fast enough. So we need to shift that mindset and to celebrate progress along the way. Because although every step forward can feel slow, or at times we don't feel like we're moving, when we look back, 6 months or a year, if we've put in these consistent steps, they compound over time and they make a really big difference. And I remember even when I was recording my first podcast episode, I look at people that had 100, 200 episodes and I think, gosh, I'm never going to get there. But putting in those consistent steps, you become more confident and momentum starts to build. So if you want to avoid killers of momentum, you need to also watch out for these traps. The first trap is overcommitting. So saying yes to too many things. It dilutes our focus and it doesn't move us forward in a way that matters. So this could be as simple as someone coming to your desk and constantly asking you a question that maybe they should even know the answer to, and you always helping but not empowering them to do it for themselves. What can we do in these moments? We can say, I'll give you a hand in 20 minutes. We can go, okay, come and do it in front of me so next time you know. Or it could even be saying yes to a phone call when you're doing something important, instead of going, actually, it's not important, I'm going to ignore that call for now. I'll call back at a better time. The second one is to neglect recovery. So high performers require rest. So they're not just always go, go, go all the time. So scheduling downtime to recharge is super important. And quite often we find that when we're on holidays, our best ideas come, or our biggest light bulb moments come. And it's not by chance, it's because we're creating that space for new thoughts to enter. So what can you do to create that space? Can you take a power nap? Do you need to go for more regular walks? Do you need to listen to a meditation? What can you do? And another killer of momentum is losing sight of your why. Revisiting your goals regularly and staying connected to your purpose is super important. Even going, okay, is this still my purpose? So if we don't constantly stay connected to our purpose, it's much harder to stay on track and maintain that momentum. So check in. Does it feel good? Does it still align? Does anything need to be tweaked? Does anything need to be improved? So momentum isn't about doing everything. And that's the part that I really want you to reach out and embrace today. It's about doing the right things, but doing them consistently and doing them in a way that feels good. So this week, I challenge you to identify your top 3 priorities for the week. Then block out time for focused work in those areas. When is some time that you can dedicate to moving these projects forward? And I would even encourage you to go so far as to pop it in your diary, pop it in your calendar. Then reflect on your progress and celebrate your wins. This could be as simple as ticking them off and going for a coffee. It could be as simple as giving yourself an afternoon off if you've reached everything sooner. But it's really important to celebrate our wins along the way. So if you're ready to take this further, book a call on the link below and let's have a chat to help you maintain momentum. Until next time, live a successful, purposeful, and fully charged life. Your coach, Belle. Are you feeling overwhelmed trying to balance work and life? If you're finding it hard to excel in these areas, it may be time for a change. The Elevate with Belle membership offers a practical solution designed to help you regain control and achieve your goals. With this membership, you'll join a community of ambitious individuals committed to real results. Twice a month, you can participate in live sessions where you'll receive actionable strategies and insights to boost your productivity and work-life balance. And if you can't attend live, all the sessions will be recorded for your convenience. You'll also have opportunities to engage with guest experts and attend exclusive events throughout the year. If you're struggling with productivity, you can learn some effective time management techniques. If you're feeling burnt out, you can get some strategies for better work-life integration. And if you're lacking energy, I can help you with tools to help you stay motivated and inspired throughout the day. And this is just an example of some of the things we'll be covering. So if you're ready to make a change, then join the Elevate with Belle membership today and let's start achieving the results you've been aiming for.